This evening, neighbors on the East Coast row over unsanitary walkway. Stop squatting and start owning. Central Housing and Planning Authorities encourages Ituni residents. Opposition leader flip-flops stance on migrants to Guyana. In the region, Trinidadian woman charged with sexual penetration of a minor. And internationally, Spanish police finds 67 kilograms of cocaine smuggled in pineapples.
From Safe TV headquarters in South Rival Gardens, this is Safe TV Headline News with George Gonzalez.
Today is Tuesday, August 28, 2018, and this edition of Headline News is now being streamed live on Facebook and YouTube. I am Bibi Bacchus. Thank you for joining us. Construction has begun on the Sheriff Street expansion project. George Gonzalez tells us more in this report.
Workers have finally broken ground on the Sheriff Street Mandela Avenue Road Enhancement Project. In December of 2017, Sino Hydro Corporation was awarded the $31.03 million contract. Site manager Hui Zhong explains that the road will be expanded by 4 meters. But before that is done, the workers must fill the trench that runs parallel to the road.
Now we are already started to do the whitening area. You see, the existing drain is full with slush. Now we are cleaning out the slush and back with sand. Then some structures like covered open drain and something like that to whiten this existing road about 3-4 meters. And the similar work like this, we're going down to the end of Amanda Avenue.
Works for the IDB-funded project include the relocation of utilities, lane and shoulder improvements, placement of sidewalks and paved shoulders, traffic signals, traffic signs, street lights, drainage, a pedestrian overhead walkway, culverts, bridges, and a roundabout. The works are expected to take 2 years to complete. As such, the Ministry of Public Infrastructure warned that during the period of construction, residents living close to the road users, and the wider community may be inconvenienced by traffic delays, dust, as well as general construction activities. Channel 2 Headline News, George Gonzalez.
Thanks, George. The newly created Department of Energy within the Ministry of the Presidency has announced the appointment of Oil and Gas Advisor Matthew Wilkes. Wilkes is accredited as an experienced senior oil and gas business developer and negotiator. According to a press statement from the Department of Energy, Mr. Wilkes has 32 years of experience in the global oil and gas industry, spanning all segments of the energy value chain. During his career, he has worked for or opposite several heads of state, other senior government officials, and senior corporate executives. Wilkes was born in Australia and grew up in Kenya. He earned a Bachelor of Science tripartite in mathematics, physics, and chemistry, and a Bachelor of Science in applied physics from Robert Gordon's University in Aberdeen. As President Bharat Jagdeo welcomed Chinese migrants with open arms. However, as opposition leader, he does not hold the same opinion regarding the ongoing Venezuelan migrant crisis. Wendell Jeffrey asked the former president why in this report.
In December 2010, then-President Bharat Jagdeo was quoted in the Stabroek News as saying, Chinese nationals resident here legally for 7 continuous years and more will be automatically entitled to citizenship. In yesterday's Kaicho News, the former president is quoted as saying of the Venezuelans that we have an obligation to treat them fairly and in an humanitarian way, but in the long term, they must be repatriated to Venezuela. Channel 2 Headline News asked the opposition leader to explain the seeming disconnect between those two positions. Jagdeo said that the situations, while similar, are not the same.
The thing is that if you look at my direct quote,
which one?
At the bottom of the Kaicho News article.
Uh-huh.
That was the direct quote. I said, at some point in time. at some point in time. I didn't say long or short.
But harmonize the two for me, though.
Right, so that's one. Two, these people are coming in as refugees in large quantities. What I said about the Chinese, and not just Chinese, those who are living here, right? It wasn't just Chinese, who've been living here legally, paying their taxes, that they should automatically qualify for citizenship after a period of time.
According to Jack Dio, the two arrangements are different, as the Venezuelans will not be similarly contributing to the development of Guyana, in his opinion.
In this case, people are coming as refugees. By no means are they going to be paying taxes, or did they come in through the same arrangement that all the others would have come in, through a valid visa, with appropriate extensions for work permits, etc., by our authorities. The context of making people citizens in Guyana at the time when I made that speech was about people who were living here legally, having satisfied all the requirements of our immigration and tax authorities over a period of time.
The former president said that persons come here to work and for vacation. He said that the crisis in Venezuela has created a third category of migrants to Guyana.
There are two things you can come to Guyana now to do. You can come to Guyana either to work or for pleasure. There is a third category now. So that's not covered by rep. They are claiming that they are fleeing the situation in Venezuela.
The PPP General Secretary says that he is concerned that Guyana's sovereignty is likely to be compromised with the large influx of Venezuelans settling on our side of the border.
My big concern was they're not doing permanent settlements on our border.
The opposition leader said that his suggestion that the Venezuelans remain refugees is so that they will be able to be repatriated after a while.
The concept of refugee is to repatriate at some point in time. I'm all in favor of the government providing shelter, food, and all of those things to keep people decently.
The Granger administration has begun setting up homesteads for the fleeing Venezuelans. However, Jack Dio said that he is against the permanent residency to thousands of Venezuelans residing in Guyana under that arrangement.
You know what a homestead implies? Permanency.
Right. Are you against that?
I'm against any permanent settlement. They should be repatriated at some point in time. What that time is, I don't know.
For Channel 2 Headline News, Wendell Jeffrey.
Thanks, Wendell. Don't go away. Coming up after the break, Minister of Housing encourages Ituni residents to own house lots. And neighbors row over trash and feces in their communal walkway. But first, here is today's foreign currency exchange rates.
For the latest in news from Guyana, the region, and beyond, visit our website, headlinenewsguyana.com.
Fresh ingredients and Creole foods at the Cottage Restaurant and Cafe. Finger-licking boil and fry, meats cooked to perfection. No MSG added. We cater for vegetarians too. Breakfast and lunch available fresh Mondays through Fridays. We open 7 a.m. Get coffee, Milo, or our famous power porridge, filled with a blend of indigenous barks, natural fruit juices. Catering services and delivery available. Call 231-4343. Located at 16 Access Road, Kingston, the Cottage Restaurant and Cafe, bringing back the good old days.
The night you have been waiting for is finally here. Heavenly Light Maka presents Tasha Cobbs and her band live in concert. Now on the 14th of September at the National Stadium, 18:30 hours. Redeemers Band, All Women Worship Band, Sean Sobers, Sean English, Dominion Dancers, and many, many more. It's Tasha Cobbs and her band live at the National Stadium in Guyana. Tickets $2,000. Come experience the presence of the Lord as we worship the King together.
Clarence is making it affordable for you to go back to school in style with your favorite brands. From now until August 31st, shop and get 5% off new arrivals like backpacks and trolley bags in brands like Princess, Frozen, Elsa, and Anna, Nike, Puma, Fila, Swiss, and Timberland, along with comfortable and stylish school shoes from LRX, Nike, Puma, Adidas, and Reebok, all at clearance. And if you shop now, you get a gift. Clearance, always keeping you in style.
This is what shopping used to be. More plastic bags than I could carry or I could use. They always end up in the bin or as unsightly litter. Then it hit me. Get just one reusable bag. Now whenever I shop, I don't use plastic bags. I always have my reusable bag. It makes shopping a lot easier, and it's better for the environment.
Use one less disposable plastic bag. Make the switch to a reusable bag today. For more information, please call us on 226-2189 or 227-8429 or visit our website moc.gov.gy. A message from the Ministry of Communities in collaboration with the Inter-American Development Bank.
Welcome back. During a recent visit to Region 10, Minister within the Ministry of Communities, Valerie Adams Patterson Yearwood, encouraged residents to stop squatting and to start owning house lots. Shamar Allen has more.
The residents of Ituni Region 10 were given the opportunity to acquire house lots at the cost of $59,400 Guyana dollars. During a recent outreach, the minister within the Ministry of Communities, Valerie Patterson Yearwood, told residents that there are enough lands available for everyone and there is no need for squatting.
I've also appealed to them. There is available house lots in Ituni. There's no shortage here. So I've appealed to the community not to squat.
She also added how residents can apply.
Go to the Linden office, get their application done, and their allocations can be done through the Linden office. Linden has a way of getting the allocations done. Even if I don't come, they will send to me at the Brigham office.
The Community Development Officer of Ituni said that the residents are happy for the outreach by the minister.
People are very, very happy that this is actually going on. As some persons would say, it is now that Ituni is actually getting somewhere in society, because these things are being done, like housing, regularizations, and so forth. So I can safely say that people are happy. The residents are happy for this outreach.
Ituni resident Trevon Chase also jumped in on the opportunity to acquire his land.
I wanted to start a life here and to find a community that is kind of reasonable in terms of price and that you could get a house lot so cheap is kind of a giveaway offer. So I said, man, might as well apply for it one time.
For Headline News, Shamar Allen.
Thanks, Shamar. Police are investigating the circumstances surrounding the death of a male pensioner whose lifeless body was discovered in his yard around 7 p.m. yesterday. The body of 72-year-old Krishna Chand Dabi of 149 Annandale South, East Coast Demerara, possessed injuries to his head and right eye. The body is at the Likens Funeral Home awaiting an autopsy. Investigators have found a room which was occupied by the deceased ransacked. One Cummins Lodge resident complains of her neighbors being big-time litterbugs. According to her, the row stemmed from the unsanitary appearance of their communal walkway. Esther Sobers tells us more about the trashy conflict brewing in Hugani Park.
One resident of Cummins Lodge, East Coast Demerara, is angry with her neighbors. According to Simone Ben, her
account fit. We can clean it. We can
so who
keep
showed
it.
these things here?
I can't really say, but as you can see, we are close to here with
How
this
many
part.
family lives in this house?
This is an extended family.
Whilst admitting that she is responsible for dumping garbage, she was quick to point out that other family members also take part in the act, and the persons who traverse the walkway would also litter.
We admit, yes, we do this. We are going to clean it. We will keep it. We will activate it. Why are y'all only looking at us?
During the conversation, the accused garbage dumpers levied accusations as well. Ben's family owns a shop directly in front of the house. As such, they complained that night vending, weed smoking, and playing of loud music from the shop is affecting their children.
That's when we used to talk, I used to down there. It's a simple problem if we don't talk.
Because of that.
You are the DJ and you're complaining about it.
When I used to support your stand. I used to support her stand. Why would I support her stand when we have a problem now and they don't want to talk to me? Am I right?
I know you're complaining about the weed.
Yeah, but I'm just telling you as the topic come up, we don't tell them anything. As they complain about it, we complain about it. They complain, we complain. Am I right, Dex? We complain. We bring up the problem too.
Nonetheless, the residents promised to clear all the garbage and promised to desist from further dumping. Channel 2 Headline News will return to confirm if the residents follow through on their promise. Channel 2 Headline News, Esther Sobers.
Thanks, Esther. Don't go away. After the break, Trinidadian woman charged with sexual penetration of a child, and Spanish police find cocaine smuggled in pineapples. But first, here is this week's Bridge Retraction schedule, sponsored by Forbes Vulcanizing Shop.
Fresh ingredients and Creole foods at the Cottage Restaurant and Cafe. Finger-licking boil and fry, meats cooked to perfection. No MSG added. We cater for vegetarians too. Breakfast and lunch available fresh Mondays through Fridays. We open 7 a.m. Get coffee, Milo, or our famous power porridge, filled with a blend of indigenous barks, natural fruit juices. Catering services and delivery available. Call 231-4343. Located at 16 Access Road, Kingston. The Cottage Restaurant and Cafe, bringing back the good old days.
Clarins is making it affordable for you to go back to school in style with your favorite brands. From now until August 31st, shop and get 5% off new arrivals, like backpacks and trolley bags in brands like Princess, Frozen, Elsa, and Anna. Nike, Puma, Fila, Swiss, and Timberland, along with comfortable and stylish school shoes from LRX. Nike, Puma, Adidas, and Reebok, all at clearance. And if you shop now, you get a gift. Clearance, always keeping you in style.
Wouldn't it be nice if we didn't have so much waste to dispose of in the landfill? Well, composting can help us reduce the waste we dispose of by turning our organic waste into compost, which can be used to improve the quality of our soil.
Composting is very simple and convenient. You can compost using organic waste such as vegetable skins.
Or fallen leaves and cut grass and put this in a composting bin or pile.
Compost can help your garden grow healthy plants while reducing your volume of waste. It's a really good way to keep our communities clean and healthy.
So, let's all start composting our waste.
Find out how easy it is. Call us on 226-2189 or 227-8429 or visit our website moc.gov.gy. A message from the Ministry of Communities in collaboration with the Inter-American Development Bank.
The night you have been waiting for is finally here. Heavenly Light Mucker presents Tasha Cobbs and her band live in concert. Now on the 14th of September at the National Stadium, 18:30 hours. Redeemers Band, All Women Worship Band, Sean Sobers, Sean English, the Minion Dancers, and many, many more. It's Tasha Cobbs and her band live at the National Stadium in Guyana. Tickets $2,000. Come experience the presence of the Lord as we worship the King together.
Need a ride around town and beyond? Look no further than Oasis Ride Taxi Service. With affordable prices and some of the best drivers in the business, we've been delivering prompt and reliable service to Guyana for over 16 years. We also offer tours, chauffeur service, and even car rentals. You can call us at 231-5554 or 225-5496. For deals, specials, and more information, find our page on Facebook. Oasis Ride Taxi Service. Let's go.
Welcome back. Now here's George Gonsalves with the regional and international headlines of the day.
Today's regional and international news is sponsored by Top Notch Auto Sales. Top Notch Auto Sales, located at 145 Regent Road, Georgetown. In regional news, Molly Huller Mahabir, a Trinidadian woman who is at the center of controversy surrounding her questionable relationship with an underage boy, was charged with 2 counts of sexual penetration against a male child. The 28-year-old woman, also known as Dudus, was granted 40,000 TT bail with surety when she appeared before the magistrate's court on Friday in Trinidad. The offenses are alleged to have occurred at the accused home during August 2016 and 2017 against the then 13-year-old boy. Bail was granted on the condition that the accused ceases all communication with the victim. The matter has been adjourned to September 21st. And in international news, the U.S. and Mexico have agreed to revamp NAFTA, the North American Free Trade Agreement, in what Donald Trump called a, quote, really good deal for both countries. The U.S. president, who has frequently criticized the existing deal, made the announcement on Monday. Canada, the other member of NAFTA, is yet to agree to the new terms and will hold more discussions on Tuesday. Trump had threatened to pull out of the deal, triggering a year of talks. He demanded a renegotiation of the 1994 trade agreement, which he blames for a decline in U.S. manufacturing jobs, especially in the car industry. And finally, cocaine with a street value of about 235,000 pounds has been found hidden inside fresh pineapples. This 67-kilogram haul was seized by Spanish police at Madrid's main wholesale fruit and vegetable market, Mercamadrid. Cylinders of the narcotic were neatly slotted into the hollowed-out fruit skin and covered in yellow wax to look like pineapple flesh. Police said the wax was also used to, quote, conceal odors of the chemical products which the drug contained and avoid its detection. Dozens of fruits in the shipment, which had arrived at the Portuguese port of Setúbal from Costa Rica before being transported to Spain, contained the cylinders of cocaine. Channel 2 Headline News, George Gonsalves.
Thanks, George. Here is the 3 days weather forecast. And that's Channel 2 Headline News for this Tuesday evening. As we take our leave, we invite you to find Channel 2 Headline News on Facebook, YouTube, and our website, headlinenewsguyana.com. You can also tune in tomorrow morning at 6:30 for a rebroadcast and Wednesday evening at 7 for more news. For now, I'm Bibi Backus signing out from your newscast saying thank you for staying tuned and do have a blessed evening.